All right, welcome back. Today is Friday, December 20th. This morning I was talking about the Saturday games. Today I'm going to talk about the Sunday early slate, the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock slate. As always, like the video, subscribe, comment, let me know in the comments what different games you like this weekend, sides you're liking, picks you're liking. And yeah, before I get into the picks, as always, we have great partnerships with Betr, VIP Picks, Dabble, and Wanna Parlay. They're all offering special deposit bonuses, so take advantage of them. Betr, Vivid, and Wanna are double deposits up to $250 and $200. And Dabble is download the app, use my code Bonfire. They'll give you a free $25 no matter what. So you can get a total of $725 if you use all four of these codes this weekend. It's all free money. Use it. We have one of the best slates we've had in a while because we have the college football playoff right in line with the time that the NFL starts doing the Saturday games. So we have Indiana Notre Dame tonight, round one of the college football playoff tomorrow, NFL Saturday tomorrow, NFL Sunday. It's a great weekend. Take advantage of these promo codes. It's a win-win. You guys get the free plays. I get the referral deposit from the company, so it's perfect. We killed it on VIP last night. We won easily. Chargers -2.5. It was an easy pick. It did seem like a square pick, but I knew it was the way to go. Again, there's a reason I'm ranked in the 99th percentile on ESPN. I'm not one of these fake guys that just goes around saying random stuff. It's documented on ESPN. Last time I checked, my ranking was about 2,000 out of 1.1 million. I was higher earlier a little bit last week. Dropped down a little bit, but we're back still in the 99th percentile. That puts me in the 1% of NFL bettors in the world. And I'm offering a free week of VIP. All you have to do, deposit at least $10 into one of these four apps using my code Bonfire. Again, you get the free play, you get the double deposit, and then I'll give you a free week of VIP. All you have to do is take a screenshot of your deposit with my code Bonfire, and then follow me and shoot me a DM on Instagram at betterbonfire.jack with my code, and then I'll hook you up with that free week of VIP ASAP. Again, you're gonna want to get in. Like I've been doing the past couple of weeks, I'm giving every side of the NFL, and because round one of college football playoff, I'm going to be giving some totals and spreads in there as well. So it's a lot of free winners. Come join, and let's get into the picks. So the first one let me shrink this a little bit so it's easier to see. So I did these on Vivid because this is why, too, you want to use multiple fantasy apps, because you'll get different lines and different boosts on different ones depending on what players you like, what lines you like. And so for this one, I really like Malik Neighbors to score this game. He's the main target, no matter who the quarterback is for the Giants ever, whether it was Daniel Jones, then it was Tommy DeVito, then Tim Boyle. Whoever is their quarterback, he is their main receiver. He will score this game. And Vivid is adding a booster, 1.3, which is great. Put that on any pick slip, and you get it boosted. Now, on the other side of that game, we have Drake London, more than 64 receiving yards. The reason I like this one a lot is because now with Kirk Cousins benched, Penix is in at quarterback. I loved Penix coming out of college. I thought he was one of the best. I thought him and Jaden were two of the best quarterbacks coming out. I didn't understand the pick when it happened, to be honest, because they'd already signed Kirk. But I like Penix there. He's going to look for quick, easy routes. Drake is going to be that guy that runs that quick route, hit him, and then he can hit him with that deep ball every now and then. Penix was the most accurate quarterback coming out of college. So this will be a great opportunity for Drake to put up a ton of yards in a game against a really, really bad Giants team. And lastly, Jared Goff, more than 262 passing yards against the Bears. The Lions' defense is depleted, which means they're going to have to put up a ton of points if they want to have a shot at beating the Bears. The Bears are terrible, but they're going to be able to put up points. Goff's going to be passing the ball a ton. I'm expecting him to clear this over pretty easily, and I really like this play. So again, our first pick for Sunday, 1 o'clock slate, Malik Neighbors anytime touchdown, Drake London more than 64 receiving yards, and then Jared Goff, more than 262 passing yards. Again, I got this one on Vivid using the code Bonfire. Use all of them. Again, you can shop lines. The best way to do it. It's what I do. I just like this one because it had a nice booster with Malik. All right, so next one, we got Jamar Chase, more than 88 receiving yards. Jerry Jeudy, more than 62 receiving yards. And then Burrow, more than 280 passing yards. Sorry, not receiving. I like this one. Jamar's been playing great. Burrow's been targeting him a ton. He's been putting out big numbers. The Browns are terrible. And again, similar thing with when I was talking up here with the Lions. The Bengals defense is terrible. So they have to throw the ball a ton. They have to, even though Cleveland is bad, and Cincinnati's defense is terrible. So this is a great opportunity to get a ton of passing yards in a game where it is interdivision. It's the Battle of Ohio. Both teams want to win. And these I like to correlate, like I've mentioned before. I like to correlate if I'm going over with the QB in passing. I want to correlate that with the receiver in passing. And Vivid allows you to correlate picks, which is great. And then, like on the other side, Jerry Jeudy. I mentioned it before. Ever since Jameis took over as the starting quarterback for the Browns, Jeudy has been his premier target. He's played great. He had a down week a little bit last week, I believe. But prior to that, he's been putting up insane numbers. And this is the same game. So again, we got Jamar Chase, more than 88 receiving yards. Jerry Jeudy, more than 62 receiving yards. And Joe Burrow, more than 280 passing yards. Again, I did this one on Vivid. You can use it on Betr, Dabble, Wana. Wana's a great place if you want to also parlay spreads, because most fantasy apps, they only allow player lines, but Wana also allows you to parlay spreads, totals, anything like that. So it's a great opportunity to get in on there. Now we're going over to the last 1 p.m. Sunday game, where we're going Garrett Wilson, more than 61 receiving yards. Kyler Murray, more than 223 passing yards. And Terry McLaurin, more than 63 receiving yards. Rodgers, the Jets have played terrible. It's a bad season. They're always playing from behind, which means, again, they're always throwing the ball. Garrett and Adams have both been getting a ton of targets. Adams definitely has gotten more targets, but his line was about, I think, 12 yards higher. And I think I could see LA double teaming Adams, and then therefore that'll leave Garrett open. Garrett scored last weekend. I think he'll do it again this week. So I really like, a low line at 61. I think is solid. Kyler, they're playing the Panthers. Again, I think you can tell where I like to pick overs is when your team is a bad defense or you're playing a bad team. That's kind of where I go with. I think you can get a lot of value in those games. Panthers are bad. They've been playing better recently, but they're still not great. Cardinals are an underrated team. They have a great shot, actually, at winning their division. So I like more than 223. And then Terry. Terry's had a great season. Jaden's played great. He's kind of slowed down recently, but I think getting 63 receiving yards, especially in a division rivalry game, will be good. Eagles are great, so they're going to get out to an early lead, which means the Commanders will be playing from behind. They're going to have to throw the ball a ton. And I think this is a great opportunity for I could see this easily being one of those games where Terry gets a couple slants, catches like that, and then he gets a deep bomb that makes up for, 40, 50 yards, which will be great. And then lastly, we're going to get into one of my favorite plays. I've talked about this before. I love doing a nice little 4 p.m. lay, take all the games. I always like a lot of times I'll do like a teaser for the 4 p.m. games. But here we have Sam Darnold, more than 244 passing yards. The next one's interesting. We have Drake May, more than 232 passing plus rushing yards. And lastly, we have James Cook, more than 64 rushing yards. Darnold and the Vikings, I've played dominant. They keep winning. It's insane how well they've been doing. I didn't ever project this. Luckily, I have Darnold as my fantasy quarterback. And 244 for him this season is very low. So I think this will be due. I think the reason is because it's in Seattle. I think that's why the line's lower. But I think he'll play great. Drake May, it's always interesting. Again, his team is bad. His defense is bad. His O-line is terrible. As a Patriots fan, watching him have to run around a ton. That's why when I was looking at the different lines for Drake, I didn't really like either the passing or rushing because either one can happen. He can try to throw the ball a ton or he'll start and scramble out. But putting these together makes me really confident in over 232 passing plus rushing yards. So I think that's a great play. And then lastly, James Cook, more than 64 rushing yards. The Bills are going to beat the Patriots easily. They're going to just end up trying to kill the clock at the end of the game. That's usually when James Cook can get a lot of yards. Their Patriots defensive line is also terrible. Their best players are in the secondary. And Barmore is out now. So the Bills can just run all over their defense. This one is easy. That's the last one I have for 4 p.m. Sam Darnold more than 244. Drake made more than 232 passing and rushing yards, and James Cook 64.5. Again, you can get these all in Betr, Vivid, Dabble, Wanna. Let me know in the comments which of my slips you like, which ones you're not, as confident about. Let me know too if there's any that you combine, like whether if you're like, hey, I like the Drake May and James Cook, but I'm not so hot on Darnold, but I added in Terry McLaurin. Because those are sometimes too, you go back and see, okay, some of them were good, some of them could have been better. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Subscribe so you stay up to date with whenever I post. And appreciate you guys. Make sure to use the promo codes and get in on VIP. We're winning, we're crushing. I'm in the 1% of bettors. You can check it on ESPN. Again, code Bonfire. All the links are in the description below, so it's easy. There's a lot of free money. Also in my stand store, I have some other promo codes as well, but these are the ones I kind of mainly talk about. But yeah, use free money. It was a great game, great slate this weekend. Yeah, see you guys in the next video.